Following a successful stage one process that we completed a couple of weeks ago of outdoor training, initially with the training group, we now moved to stage two. So stage two now means that we can get back on the mat and commence the full contact combat training. So how we set the environment up, the fighters arrive in, have been broken down to small groups, four training groups per day. Each group comes in at designated training times and they'll arrive 50 minutes prior to the training is due to start, so we can complete the various checks so that they're allowed then to come back into the training environment. Once they do come into the environment, they'll train in groups of between 9 and 10, but within that training group of 9 and 10, they'll also have 1 to 2 training partners that they'll actually train with on the mat at all times, and this will also transition when they go into the gym as well. They'll still train on the same platform together in the gym. So it just means that we can mitigate risk as much as possible, maximise safety for the fighters and also for the coach in the environment. And once one training group has completed training, there's a full clean down of the whole training centre. That group will depart and there'll be about a half an hour, 45-minute break for the centre to settle before the next group arrives. So it makes for long days. First group will start training at 7 o'clock in the morning and the last group will arrive for 4:30 in the evening. But it means we get a really full training week in for all the fighters across the program. So in bringing the fighters back into stage two and obviously moving onto the mat, we have to be mindful that in the last 14, 15 weeks we've been in the lockdown period, we've been able to do a really high amount of physical work, but also we've not done any contact work up until now. So therefore we've put together a very comprehensive 10-week training program, very specifically which is mat based, but we're phasing the training load and the training volume in over the 10-week period. So for example, this is week one of the 10-week program. The fighters are in for 2 hours per day maximum, which they'll engage in technical training and ichikomi, nagikomi, throwing practice and transition, and some form of randori this week, which will be Newaza based. Again, it's to mitigate against risk of injury as we bring the fighters back. But it's a 3-day program this week, 4-day program on week 2, and a 5-day program on week 3. And then we expand the program. We've gone from a 4-group program for the first 3 weeks to a 2-group program. And it means that we can maximize or increase the training time per day for each group. And we'll go to a full 5-day program from week 4 onwards through to weeks 10. And we'll phase in and increase the physicality and the intensity and the type of randori practice over that 10-week period. The purpose of the 10-week pre-season program is to make sure that we prepare all the fighters to be competition ready at the end of the 10-week program.